Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They call the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Now throwing parties for a bunch of children. Well, all the while, there's one under the building. So no. Got a grip, camera grip, grab the proton packs of the I'm all over the place, y'all. Put out a bomb ego, the master of evil. Trying to battle my boys. That's not legal. Take a moment. Yeah, I think this is gonna be another one of those phones. Hot soul. Damn. No, for real. No, wait, for real though. It's like, it's a banger, and like, how could you not want to dance? Like, that's the type of music I'm talking about. Like, it don't matter how old it is. It don't matter. Like, it don't matter about none of that. Like, the genre don't matter. It's like, if you feel it, like, you just gotta go with it. Like, even Halloween or not, like, it's a banger.
Jack got her back, it's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker, villainy. Feel him in your heart, chakra, chart topper, start shit stopper, be a smart shopper. Shot a cop day around the way, bout the stable. Who to know is too molded, wonder where the shooter go. Bout to jet, get him, not a bet, dead him. Let him spit the venom, said him, got a lot of shit with him, let the rhythm hit him. Stronger in the other voice, we makes the joints that make them spread them butter moist, man, please. Stage made of panties, from the age of baby hoochies on to the grannies. Band me the dough rake, daddy, the flow make her fatty shake. Patty cake for fake.
Punkyreggaeshawty.
My name is Jaden Ebanks. I'm one of the engineers here at the studio.
This is quency Noir, and you're here with Punkyreggaeshawty, aka Isatou. This is a spooky edition, episode 11 of Next Up, and we're here at Tightrope Recording. It's a rainy day, beautiful day, love the rain. I'm from Maryville, Indiana, 219, Indiana. I know, like, it's the Midwest, but you know, we're here, and I've lived there my whole life. My family came from Gambia, like in the 90s, so we all kind of settled here, and you know, we're here now. I feel like the city, I've always lived close to the city, but I've never was directly in the city, so you know, I'll go to downtown, and that would sum up what I knew of Chicago, up until I moved here, like within the last 3 years. Yeah, I feel like it's a special place in the country, and it's a middle America, so people don't think about it as much as, you know, the East Coast, the West Coast, the South. But I feel like Chicago is definitely, you know, a unique place compared to the rest. And musically wise, there's so much that's come out of it. And growing up in a Gambian household, I had to be introduced to these like house music. And it's crazy, or even like some of these old R&B songs, because my friends I would go to school, and most of the time I was only African for the most part, like outside of, you know, African Americans, And so it would just be a slight difference in what we knew as music and pop culture. So when I went to school, I feel like, especially middle school, that's when, everybody kind of gets to know themselves a little better in middle school. I feel like that's just a weird ass time, and I don't know. Anyways, my friends, they would be listening to music, they'll be talking about these people, and I've just never heard of them. Like, for example, my friend was like, some Teddy Pendergrass. I said, who? I'm like, I don't know who Teddy Pendergrass is. And she was like, you never heard Teddy Pendergrass? She went and told her dad. She was like, she don't know who Teddy Pendergrass is. And I'm like, shoot me. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I never heard of him till my friend was telling me about it. This was middle school. And I went and I did my research. I'm like, yeah, this is a big dude. Like, this ain't, you know what I mean? Like, give him his flowers for sure. Very talented man. But that goes to show is like there was so much I wasn't seeing outside. Like, if I just stayed in my house and called it a day, I would be like someone under a rock, at least in this society, because yeah, I feel like the music my parents were bumping, it just wasn't the same. And we don't have a lot of Wolof people and African people in general. There's a lot of Nigerians in the Chicago area, but it's specifically in Indiana, like Africans, where I feel like I was the only Isatou around. I know Indianapolis has a lot of Africans, but I was, again, closer to Chicago, so that was like, that's a little further away. So around us, yeah, we were pretty much always the only ones. So like the music you play, like I feel like sometimes I couldn't even describe the genres, especially when I was a kid. I can't, like, you're not really paying attention to what things are called. You just know what it sounds like and how it makes you feel when you hear it. Because I remember my parents would play like the radio stations, like the Chicago station, and we'd just be chilling at home, and it's like I heard house music as like a 5-year-old, but I didn't understand what it was called for the longest because my parents didn't know. They just turned on the radio. And so, who else I'm gonna ask? But like, it's such an old memory that I remember that it's tying me to music and Chicago music specifically, because I also didn't know it was that house was, a Chicago, origin till, years later. So Chicago is very, up there in the rankings when it comes to the music world and creative wise. I need the world to know that the house music didn't originate in Europe or Ibiza or wherever they think, because it's important to show respect when respect is due, and it's just such a large part, like the LGBT community, the black community, there's such a large part in what the whole world enjoys. Like, everyone mimics them, everyone mimics us, everybody, they admire what we do. They don't necessarily admire us as people. So I feel like it's important to establish that these things didn't just come out of thin air. It came from people's experiences, and it came from spaces, like people not having those spaces to be themselves and, enjoy what we are enjoying, today. So I feel like it's just important to just, let it be known. Just, fun facts. Just throw a fun fact out there. Did you know that house music originated in Chicago? Like, some people may not know some of these, in-depth things. And I feel like with that, like, if you just let it go that way, it just really strips away from, its origins. And yeah, roots are very important for everything. And so for me, this, like, I hope that I'm creating a space where everybody feels welcome, everybody feels like they could be their best self, whatever that looks like to them, and also enjoy and feel the emotions that I'm bringing out with the music, and connecting with the people that happen to be there as well, no matter who you are. So I feel like that's how I'm trying to, be an ally for sure, and using correct pronouns. That goes a long way, things like that. I grew up in a very conservative Muslim household, so these are things I had to grow into because, that's just not what I was around. But, going to school, most of my friends were part of LGBT community. Like, I have a lot of friends that I hold near and dear. Like, I'm all about doing whatever you want, loving who you want, do what you want. Like, who the fuck are we to say otherwise, So it's weird that it's even in conversation in this way because, like I said, people should be able to do whatever they want without, judgment. It's not, as long as it's not hurting nobody, like, that's my thing. So that's how I think about it.
Punkyreggaeshawty.
It took me a minute to figure out what I wanted my DJ name to be. I was like, I need to figure out something because I just wanted to do it. Like, I wasn't so worried about the name. I was like, I just want to get into it. But then I was like, let me think about it deeply because whatever it is, it's got to, like, stay. And I can't keep, just changing it around. I guess people do all the time. But I decided to come up with Punkyreggaeshawty because the song Punky Reggae Party resonated so much with me. It's a Bob Marley song, and it talks about it pretty much summarizes when Bob Marley went to England and he was like kind of partying with the punks, like, and the Rastas. So Punky Reggae Party came from that because they all had like a common ground with, they didn't agree with the shit that the government was on and so forth. So that unity was like, okay, I feel that in a way to like describe myself. Punky reggae, those two being their own entities in the way I'm using it. I'm very much for the people. I don't stand for nonsense. The way that the Western world reigns on everyone and colonization and just whatever you can think of, because there's so much you can't even keep track at this point. If you don't stand for anything, come on. So that song I feel like is a good example of like just like the political part of like how I think, like, like it's just all about being a decent person at the end of the day. So the idea came from me and Jaden. We, like I said earlier, we all come here and like kind of practice and do work and, just hang out sometimes. But it's such a big space. It's like, it looks like a home. We're like, what if we like throw things here, like throw parties here? And it's like, but we're like, we got to do it in an organized way and not just like all willy nilly. I mean, look at all this. This is, so, Plugged Into the Universe is where I got my first gig. This was like at their block party. What was this? It's becoming like a year and a half-ish ago. So that was my first public gig with them. So Plugged Into the Universe always holds a great space in my heart because they gave me my first chance. And, I'm very grateful for that. I'm very close with the founders. So I was talking with, DJ Onwa and Tracy, one of the other owners of Plugged In, and we're just like, what if we just all collaborated and, did something here, the studio, them, me. I'm kind of like an outlier, but like I'm in the middle. I'm kind of like, I'll claim both of them, honestly. But, how about we just get together and we all had a common goal of, just creating a space where people feel comfortable, welcome, and there's good music. Like, that's all. Like a new music experience. We try to bring in DJs with their own sound and we try to encourage them to like not focus on what they think we might want, but like just go with their gut, because that's what they do. So
Punkyreggaeshawty.
This is Jaden, my darling, and sound engineer of Tightrope.
How's it going? Yeah, I'm one of the engineers here at Tightrope Studios. I started as an intern maybe 4 years ago and slowly worked my way up. We do all kinds of cool collaborations here with Isatou and other DJs, and we just try to have fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of music. You know, he's a musical genius. All the instruments, he DJs as well. He does everything on the side, don't you, huh?
Yeah, she's gassing me up, but I do a little bit of everything. Mic on there that's picking it up. Random stuff like this, you know what I mean? I kind of just make programmed drums on Logic and then go through with the guitar and bass and just add layers and stuff like that.
Like the radio vibe, like the lo-fi radio could be listening to, like it could be on the radio. Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's the best one I had to show off.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Thank you. But yeah, I made that a long time ago. I didn't even realize.
This is another hit introduced to me by my mom. You know, this is definitely a childhood favorite for me. Like, when I hear it, I just feel like it's 2006 or something. Like, Monique Seca. Pretty sure she's Ivorian, the Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, you can tell. This is another one. I feel like I want to go into my dad's taste because that is very different as well. Let me go find. I feel like he's definitely more of a reggae head, and I feel like that's where I get it from as well. Let me find some. Okay, Toots and the Maytals was one of his biggest, like, favorite bands, and like one of the main bands we would hear. R.I.P. Toots, another legend, Lost. Let's find. Okay, this is a song, 5446.
Yeah, what I said, yeah. Yeah. Get your hands in the air, Woo. Yeah.
I always kind of go through these descriptions too. Every time, I don't know if you know, it's like, it's interesting to see what they have to say. 1968. And they got like 3 different versions of this song. I wouldn't do that.
I would say, sir, I want to put the door more than me.
There was a 2004 remake of this album, and that's the one I was hearing mostly, because I guess that was, you know, that was a time period too. But my dad had that album. Oh my god, I loved it. And Gwen Stefani was actually in that. It was a very random album. Like, they added a lot of random features. It was really cool though. Like, it gave it like a different essence, but that's why they got 3. Oh.
Give it to me.
Sorry.
3 times, yeah. Give it to me 4 times.
Oh yeah. That's
You got me eyes on. See no one from a distance, so just take that one glance. I'm hypnotized, I think you'll take my soul. The sound by your street made me grip on you. Stroking your waist when I grip on you. There's no time to waste when I grip on you. Link up any place when I grip on you. The sound by your street made me grip on you. Stroking your waist when I grip on you. There's no time to waste when I grip on you. Link up any place when I grip on you.
Starboy. I feel like that was really cool. That was a good Afro beats to. He's from the UK. My cousin Ocean Malik. Shout out to my cousin. Amazing artist. And yeah, I feel like that was fun to work with him. This is one of the first songs I downloaded when I started DJing, like even unofficially, because I started DJing in 2023 officially, but 2020 I downloaded it, and this was like the first batch of songs I had, which was like 4 songs. I feel like one of the spookiest things that I've ever experienced in Gambia, hanging out at somebody's house, and we're chilling, normal, things are flowing, and then I guess someone stops by that the person don't fuck with for real. And it was like, damn, it was like, why don't they fuck with each other? But it was like, I don't really know to know the lore enough. But I'm like, and I'm like, damn, they just called them a witch. And I'm like, oh, people just be throwing that word out there sometimes. And I'm just like, okay, well. And then after that person leave, like, look at the ceiling. Like, the light from the ceiling, it's like, it falls through the ceiling. Like, you know how, like, when you put on, like, the lights and, like, there's a cord holding it all together? It literally drops. And it's like, I'm like, damn, was she a witch? Because it's like, I know they don't really fuck with each other like that. But I'm like, if she was, I'm like, honestly, if I was a witch and I pulled up to some place and I was just like iffy, I'm just like, I would just bring that shit down if I could. But I'm like, I don't know. Witches and wizards and warlocks, I don't know. But I feel like there are jinn, like spirits, just lurking around, moving around, you know, doing their thing. Maybe not as interactive as like movies make it, like Casper and all that stuff. But to an extent, yeah, they're around for sure. And I'm like, I feel like they just kind of move. They just move just like how humans do on the earth. We just can't see them. Just one main thing that I've learned from the community is definitely just to take up space and stand tall and just be yourself, because these people will try to humble you. These people will try to act like you don't know what you're talking about, but especially being in, you know, the DJ community is very male dominated, and people will try to, you know, play with you in ways that you don't even expect till you're actually there. And like, I want, you know, DJs also coming up and also trying to get in the field, like to not even let that even change your perception of yourself as an artist or stop you from even pursuing things, because it can get like daunting when you hear, you know, people saying like, oh, you're a DJ, or like, oh, you just, oh, like people, like they just wouldn't expect it. So I feel like that's the main thing that I admire about the community, and they just, yeah, they're just authentically themselves, and like that's something I majorly respect. I don't like putting up fronts and facades, and it's just it's destroying to yourself, and whoever gravitates towards you. And with like everything that's going on in the world, I feel like art is something they can't take away from us, like for sure. Like, you know, they're stripping us of, you know, our jobs. They're trying to strip us of our identities and who we are as people, in this regime. So it's important to use art as a way to combat that, and like that's something like no one can take away from you, especially like the black community. Like, people beat down on the black community for generations and generations wherever you go around the world. Yet we're the most creative, yet we're the most mimicked, and we have such a big influence on pop culture worldwide. And I feel like that's just another way of not coping, but just dealing with the world. The world's always gonna throw stuff at you, but we've always managed to, you know, use art in different ways. Dance, music, poetry, you know, whatever you do. I feel like that's important to keep in mind as well during a lot of the stuff going on. I know sometimes it's easy to sit in that individualistic mindset, especially in this country, but you know, a lot of stuff is going on, and I guess you just gotta use your voice, talk about it, say what you can, do what you can, you know, boycott everything, protest, whatever. I feel like as long as everyone is making the effort to a better society and more humane society, then that's all we can do. I know the power structure is fucked, the system is fucked. Sometimes it's like your brain can't even go beyond of how to solve these things. And like, I mean, we all just people at the end of the day too. Like, we're not here to solve, we're not here to be Superman or whatever, you know, but you know, being a community and being with people and, you know, giving to the community, whether it is through art or wherever that may be for you, you just gotta kind of stick with that. I feel like don't let the gray clouds over this earth stop you from being yourself and doing what you want. And that's just what's making the world, and we need y'all. At least in American schools with music and hands-on music would be like the recorder, like when you was in elementary school. But I I couldn't get it for some reason. I feel like I was like one of the only students that could not pick it up. Like I was not getting it. I couldn't read the notes, nothing. But then a few years later, they let us like, you know, pick where we wanted to be, band, orchestra, choir. And I was like, let me do band, because I thought they would let us play like the electric guitar, and I thought it was gonna be like a band, like that type of band, but it was more like that type of band, like marching, like, you know, you get it, regular school band. But when I went into it, that's what I was thinking. So I ended up just picking the trumpet because the guitar wasn't an option. But it was like an awesome decision. I feel like the trumpet laid the foundation for my musical endeavors. It definitely went into details on like technical wise and music theory, and doing that while learning an instrument is way easier than like just taking a class on music theory and learning the piano. I don't know. I can't play the piano. That's another thing. That's a lot. But I respect people that do. Like, I really commend y'all because it's a lot of notes, and yeah. But anyway, yeah, the trumpet really shaped it. And when I was getting the trumpet, I asked for a trumpet thinking it was gonna be a trombone, like the long one, and I don't know, it was somewhere after 5th grade. I was just doing whatever. So when I got it, I was like, okay, this is what I thought it was gonna be, but I guess I did ask for a trumpet. Anyways, it was a really good experience. I feel like at first I was a little wonky, but then I ended up like getting like most MVP, like most improved player in 8th grade, and I got a solo, and yeah, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I was this musically inclined for real. But I was like, okay, like let's see where this goes, because I feel like I've always been interested in music. Like I've always like done the deep dives. And when I was a kid, before I even could lay hands on an instrument, I used to write songs. I was big on writing. I used to write poetry and songs. I wrote a song in like 4th grade. I lost it, so I can't even, there's no real archive for that. But that just shows, like, I feel like it's always been in me to do something with music. That's why I was like, I have to do something with it. Like, I don't necessarily want to be a singer or, you know, anything like that, but I was like, I need to figure out a way to incorporate music into my life outside of band. But I feel like band was just, you know, that start of where it really had my brain going and showed me how to read music. Like, I don't know where else I would have learned how to read music, like scales and whatnot. So, and then from the trumpet, after band, I picked up the bass guitar, because again, I did join band to learn the guitar, and that didn't happen. So I just had to teach myself bass because it's a little easier than, you know, electric guitar. I tried electric guitar, but it is like, it's all over the place. Like, I'll just play it like a bass. Like, I can't do it unless I'm a do. I'm more like a do guy, you know. But yeah, that's my band origins. I guess that's what led me here.
Punkyreggaeshawty.
Next up, episode 11, coming to a close, coming to a wrap. Thanks for coming to Tightrope Recording. We do host frequency every month at this studio. Great event, wholesome event, good music, good people, good food. If you want to go to a Halloween event, I advise you to go to The Point. I will be there playing a spooky edition of my music alongside with other amazing DJs and amazing artists. Come out, it should be really fun. It will be really fun, not should be, it will be. You have my word, you have my word. If I don't see you any of those times, I hope to see you in my creative journey and endeavors, and maybe we'll chat, who knows. But till then, see y'all. Anybody could throw together some random ass shit, but I don't know. I think what I do is very special, and right now I'm trying to find like songs that have a Halloween feel to it that aren't necessarily Halloween songs. Like, have y'all seen that video? It's like on TikTok or something. It's like, oh, songs that I feel like should be Halloween songs but aren't. And it's like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing my own version of that kind of. So this one is a Flow Rider song, and it's such a nostalgic song.
Every horse has a story, and every story is one of a kind.
All right, buddy. Yep. With this song, and I'll show you why I feel like this is a Halloween song. Give me a second. I know you hear it. On my elevate. Okay. But y'all get the idea. And then it goes into all of that. But it sounds like, that, I don't know, it's Michael Myers. I don't know what horror movie that is, but that's the feel you get in the beginning. And it's not even, I'm like, when did this song come out? I don't know if it has a date. But I'm sure it wasn't meant for like this time of the year. But you would think anyway. I was watching also Ghostbusters for the first time with Jaden. And I never even seen it, but I've heard the soundtrack because they got a black ass soundtrack, for a white ass movie.
Genius.